Guys, Heike Yates here, creator of Pursue Your Spark. Our private Facebook group is called The Art of Igniting Your Spark. And currently we're running a 6-day flat belly challenge. Hashtag 6-day poof challenge. And a very good question came up today in the group. And I wanted to share that with everybody because I know that the person asking is not the only one having that question. So here's the question. I don't know if it's because I've been singing all my life and have learned to breathe through my diaphragm and to hold in my stomach when singing, but my problem is not the upper abdominals, but rather the lower abdominals. Will these exercises that you've shown us so far also tighten my lower abdominals? This is a very good question. And this also may pertain to people that are practicing yoga. So our challenge is about a flat belly in the sense that it's we're talking about nutrition, we're talking about the holiday survival tips, but we're also talking about how in the Pilates way we're engaging our core so the belly is not poofing out. Hence the 6-day flat belly challenge or poof challenge. So what is happening? Thinking about our pelvis. So I'm here to show because I always feel like you show better than explaining it. So when we're doing crunches, and that's been a problem for years now, when we're doing crunches, usually the belly poofs out, right? Hence, that's why I called it the poof. So what we're doing, we're lengthening the spine, we're pulling what we call in Pilates, the navel to spine, we're in a neutral pelvis. As we're lifting the head, the belly pulls away towards the back wall rather than sticking out and not supporting the back. Now, as you're lifting, you're also trying to breathe. So we're talking about the transverse abdominals. As you're thinking about, as you're singing or you may be a belly breather, you are no longer will be able to hold the belly in, so you have to change your strategy. I am taking voice lessons and my voice coach has been teaching me the way to release my lower abdominals so I can actually fill it up with air so I can bring out the best of my voice and the best tonation and the best strength of my voice. And I had to completely let go of my Pilates abdominal work in order to speak better and to let the air resonate. So here with the question was somebody who's been a singer all her life, and I do get this question a lot from my clients and friends that are practicing yoga. So how can I breathe if I pull in the belly and I'm supposed to hold it tight the whole entire time? So in Pilates, we're breathing into the lungs, into the side of the body. So as we're inhaling, we're broadening basically the rib cage or the latissimus dorsi, the sides of the body, and a little bit through the upper body. So as you inhale, you're expanding laterally and posteriorly. That means side and back, right? Instead of forward as you let your belly soften to gather the air and releasing the pelvic floor. So changing it to Pilates, we're doing a Kegel, which is a motion coming from the pelvic floor up and in through towards the lower abdominals, towards the belly button, which feels a much tighter way to tighten up the abdominals. So as I'm keeping my pelvis in neutral, I am zipping up what we call the zipper. So I'm pulling everything together and tight and let it sink in as I'm doing my Kegel, pulling through the perineum or the pelvic floor. So as I'm holding this, I curl up and I will not poof. So I can come up to this position for my body without having to stick out my belly and say, okay, because I don't need this. I want to hold this tight in Pilates. I don't want to hold it tight when I record my podcast or when I'm communicating. I want to release it, or in my case, in my question case, is if you want to sing or if you do yoga. So you're applying a different technique. So for Pilates, just to clarify one more time, we're engaging our Kegel. We're pulling up through the inner abdominal wall, through the transverse abdominals, up towards the belly button, and holding that as we're breathing laterally and posteriorly. If we're doing something else, we're going to do it slightly different. I sure hope that answered that question. Please feel free to comment and let me know what you think. And you can find me at heikeyates.com, over on Facebook at Heike Yates, Pursue Your Spark, or on Instagram at Heike Yates as well. So I hope this helped, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.